the show, sir. This program is known as the Big Agenda with Prime Reporters. I am Macy. Can you officially introduce yourself to the Nigerian?
Well, thank you for having me. My name is QS Ari Abdulmumin Mohammed, MNI QS, Honourable Member representing Nasarawa Toto Federal Constituency.
Okay, so on this show, we're going to be talking about youth empowerment in Nigeria and the way forward. So, sir, many believe that identifying and addressing issues that would enhance the lives of the youth would improve overall national development. What is your view on this aspect?
Not only the youth matters in any way in life. There's a common saying, problem identified is problem half solved. No matter what, if you don't identify the direction where you are going, you'll be going in 1,000 miles, you cannot define the destination that you want to reach. Today, when you talk about the youth, identifying the issues matters and it is key. For me, from this angle, I looked at it as parts of the identifications of the roadmap for the youth to have a leading way to the development of the nations. All sort of the kind of what I call the empowerment that federal government engages to ensure that the youth of Nigerians today have something to live on that will take care of their livelihood and all that. I looked at it from my own point of view, more especially in my committee of youth, where I'm serving as a deputy chairman House Committee on Youth Development, where the federal government, President Muhammadu Buhari, has allotted billions of nairas to the ministry in the name of getting youth to participate for taking soft loan to improve in their own small-scale business or to create their own entrepreneurship business that will help them to give them the leading way. It's one thing to have the money, and it's another thing the money should reach to the desire, or it requires people on ground that also have it. You know, the systems makes it this way. There will be a platform that youth at certain age should go in and assess, have a lot of questions or some particulars that is expected of he or she is to complete. So do that. At the end of the day, you'll come up with, okay, you succeeded, or otherwise you may not succeed. With the present Nigerians that we are today, that you and I, we all know, we cannot hide away from the truth. Whoever has opportunity is trying to say is for me. Majority, I'm using the word majority, in the name of being his family. If it is more than his family size, you think of his tribe. If it is more than his tribe size, maybe cut a little to say, okay, let me extend this to my state or my regions. But the issue is not about Nigeria alone. Therefore, by doing so, so many youths in Nigeria they are going to be of change. Either by means of electronic language to say there's a faulty or they have not filled this and all that. But I think it is so important if you want to make it in the right direction or right channels for the youth to access the funds and do the needful. Why not? We should come back to the drawing board and now look at and say it. These billions of naira. Let's bring youths from all across 774 local government that we have. In each of the local government, pick hundreds youths, mixing up man and a woman, man and a woman, I mean. When you get them on board, create a class for them. When you now create a class and say, okay, this is going to be a class, the class is purposely meant for training. You want to be a so-so in a kind of a dream. I want to be so-so, it's part of my dream. But it's in that class that will teach us how to actualize that dream into reality. That will benefit us as an individual and benefit the Nigerians as a country as a whole. Is that right? If you undergo the training, before then, to every journey, a defined destination must be actualized or must be certain. Let me use the word must be certain. You can't say, okay, I'm going to travel where? You understand? So there must be a vision. Vision 2020, we had it at the first. But let us come up with a vision 2030, whereby in the next so years to come, Nigerian youths would have been in so better positions. So if they get the training, it will accord them a knowledge of what they dream of be. And that's classroom. It's not necessary that it must be a professor from the university to come and give them the lectures. Even our brothers and sisters that sells in the market for over 40 years, brothers and sisters that have the business or handwork, they are on to it for over 40 years. They are professional enough to come and give their own lectures and experience of the past. When they come out of the whole lesson or a program, then there should be a monitoring guides. Somebody should be responsible for a particular state, and under him, they must have those who are responsible of certain local government, that's 100 per local government. When they come out of it, and I say, okay, my sister, you had a dream that he wants to be farming, if I'm right, you want to get into agriculture in the area, on the area of fishery. And you learned a lot in the class. You had a lot in the practical aspects within a month. What you need is a capital. Is that right? Then it's expected of you to have a grantor. Key is to whatever is going to make it so formidable in terms of the legal weight, so that they can take this amount of money as a loan, give it to you. Then you have monitors. You have, and let me use the words, reporting organization or reporting body. That's in every week or two, based on what you design in your calendar, you should be able to be reporting back to the body. The body are monitoring you and you are reporting to the body. How far have you gone? What are your challenges? Sincerely, if it means to move, then what is something wrong? In between the line, you and the monitoring body, you should be able to iron it out so as to have a safe destination. This is my take, personally. If we can agree with this and take it down the ladder, I want to assure you the certain billions of naira given to the Ministry of Youth, it will be so judiciously used in the right directions. But if we sit, we allow people to go and applies and get it, automatically some part of the country must be subchanged. I said it clearly. Can't mean anywhere. There must be subchanged. If, assuming your state has nobody closely to attach you with the relevant information, you get it. You might be misled in one way or the other, or somebody will take the advantage of it. Before you know, if you say, okay, all the beneficiaries to come, bring out their biodatas and all, you see either a tribe or a language, or a particular region and all that mentioned. Because that's the Nigerian that we are today. Irrespective of human feeling that, okay, Nigeria is one, it's an entity state, whereby you ought not to be looking at the tribe, neither religion or social, or what do you call it, geopolitical regions that you come from. Whenever you wake up, your thinking should be Nigerian. You understand? Nigerian and Nigeria. That's all. Then you can do things in the right direction. So for me, that's just what I'm thinking. If really we truly want to make the youth to be agile, to have a directions, but we have to take them group by group, monitoring them, mentoring them, and get them the right directions.
So far, I come in contact with most of the lawmakers, and they keep saying that the federal government do release millions of empowerment to Nigerian youth, but out there, a lot of Nigerian youths are lamenting, crying over nothing, no job, not even an empowerment. So if the federal government really do release millions of empowerment, but it doesn't get to Nigerians out there, who do we blame? Do we blame the federal government, or do we blame the youth? Because these people out there that cries that definitely they have gotten nothing and they have no idea of any empowerment. So who do we blame?
Something wrong along the line, we should take part of the blame too. Truly. Until if we are found, otherwise, if we are found not being guilty of what we are responsible to, we decide our duty to the best of our ability, then our hand is off of it. You see, it's one thing to note. There are a lot of empowerment in Nigeria. But truly speaking, somebody will go in, apply, and say, okay, I want money. Basically, we are blessed with the arable lands in the country, trying to improve and try to encourage youths to come into youth in agriculture. But once they get the money, from there somebody will start telling you, for where? Obo, I get ammo. Waiting. Say, you don't know. That's it now, everybody they give. You want to make a shout for public? No, I'm not going to shout. I gave my share. I will not. You don't know what? You know what? I'm leaving my state. I dey go Lagos. Simple. That is how he is going to get down to Lagos, spend the money in a very wrong direction. Because there is no effective monitoring body to ensure that this money, it is not Buhari's money. Buhari is a leader. But this money is a taxpayer's money. That we ought to be so serious about it. We must be so serious in the sense that we must account for the day of accountability. You get it? So that's just positions. Now, we should blame the youth as well, based on your questions. He has done his part by releasing so many funds. Even at the era of COVID, he gives so many reliefs to the markets, trader money, just to improve the economy of the country. All sorts of kind of encouragement from the government. The APC government has done it very fantastic. Go and check the records. But on the other hand, we the youths, That's where the issues comes. We are not helping matters. We are not encouraging the government to do more of what is expected. If you have been identified in my local government, we are hundreds in numbers, and everybody knows that 2 million gets into our pockets, and to only find out that I've left the town completely, it becomes an issue already. Because the aim is defeated. 2 million naira is given to me. The expectations there is to see me queuing into the farm, getting the younger ones that I can employ at the level of my status or whatever, to ensure that, okay, you're giving them, even if it is 1,000 naira to 2,000 naira per day, let them be with you, giving you assistance in the farm. To know at the end of the day, you should be able to record what you spent in the course of cultivating, so that you can know your cost of production per either half hectares or a particular, a hectares. You understand? But coming up with that, oh, good, because there's a monitoring mechanisms. In the absence of monitoring mechanisms, that's one aspect of the government. They need to do more on the aspect of the monitoring mechanisms. In the aspect of the youth should fear God and understand that this is, if they do it well, it's to our own. If they don't do it, it's to our own again. You should not be given money to go to the farm. You claim to go to the farm, you collect money and start running about living. If some may even leave the country, once they have 2-3 million naira, say, let me go to Ghana and change my life and all that. That's just what the problem is. Like, I can blame the youth at this point too. This little part of the blame to the government is the monitoring mechanisms. If they give out the loans, there must be a payback period and the monitoring mechanism to see when the money will be back. Otherwise, somebody will take it and say it's my national cake, which is wrong. If in terms only 1 billion naira is set to this environment, you have your own, I have my own, he has, the other has, we all come out with 250 million naira. We invest much. At the end of the year, by next year, we should be able to have a profit of 500 million. You understand? So it means it will be, the 500 million will be given to another 2 people around. Instead of 4 now, we are 6. Then the next development may not be 500, might be up to 750. These additional 3 numbers are added. When you marry the 3 numbers from the 4, we are now 7. I mean, where what am I saying? 6 plus 7 again. You find out that we are 13 in number that are benefiting. It must have a multiplier effect. I will keep going positively to the level that only God knows. As people say, the sky can only be the limit.
Exactly. So it was stated by former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo that youth constituents Nigeria only hope for greater future. So looking at the current situation the Nigerian youth are facing, what do you think Nigerian governments can put in place to bring this empowerment and, of course, getting to this youth?
I don't know the answer I will give you. As far as I'm concerned, the Nigerian government are doing its best. I don't know when will be part of it. When are we coming back to our senses to do the needful for ourselves and the betterment of Nigerians? That should be the questions. But what will you say? Nigerians have the mandate and the responsibility legally. That's the leadership. That's what I mean Nigeria. I mean the leaders today in Nigeria have that. It's a legal right to take care of what? Security and properties. Then security does not mean somebody is running after you with the gun. It's about security. Food is part of the security. That's what they call food security too. And if you don't have a business of doing it, you remain idle. And then there's that saying that idle man is a double workshop. So Nigerian government are doing their best. I don't know. To be straight to you, I don't even know how I can answer these questions. What can Nigeria do better so that the youth can benefit from what's been planned for them or what? from what's been planned for them or what?
Yeah, and what the government can do to empower the youth more, because we felt that these youth out there are not being empowered, and that is why on a daily basis we come across appalling stories, kidnap. We just felt that, just like you said, and I don't mind. So most of these people, because they're not empowered, because they have nothing doing.
What Nigeria need to do more as regards to youths, I think my personal opinion or view, there was a organization called MEMSA. That's during, was this Babangida era administration or what? It's from the information unit. Like now, the Federal Minister of Information needs to come down to the grassroots, organized program, local government by local government. They should have a team that supervises all 700 and something local government that we have in Nigeria. Their work, even if they will spend 3, 4, 5 months in a particular local government, is to educate youths. Educate them, one, give them political educations, give them economic educations. You understand? And taught them the love of a country, Nigeria. These 3 things. I don't know if you are getting me the way I'm going. It is when the Federal Minister of Information had this program, they organize it in this form. Imagine your local government and mine and others' local government. If we are all asked to come out today, 100 numbers today, we are going to receive a lecture and signed. The next day, another set of people will come. The next day, another set of people will come. Before you know, in 2-3 months, you should be able to educate no less than thousands of numbers. You will come to educate thousands of numbers in a particular local government for them to understand a common thing that is realistic. Let me give you one thing. In your house, you sit down and tell your younger brother or your younger sister, say it. Look, do you know the difference between right and privileged? Do you know most of youths, caught me anywhere. Many people don't understand the difference between right and privilege. That's why we're facing the problem. Many thought privilege, they change privilege to be right. If you are passing by, they will be under the tree and a person coming on you. Look at him riding very beautiful car, and he's a stupid man. He can't come and help us. Because he thought he has the money. What he ought to do is to keep giving out that money to those who are sitting on the street. That is privileged. It's not by right. If he gives it out, fine. As a level of youth, with all your youth exuberances, you should come down and understand, I'm a youth. Youth come while you are passing and dash me 1,000 naira. It's privilege, it's never a right. What is right is for me to stand up and think of what I can do to get my personal one. You get it? So it is in the course of this lesson, teaching the peoples around in the local government like I proposed, you should be able to tell them, oh, look, my sister, to get 10,000 naira today, it becomes right on the following conditions. Number one, your husband can give you his right. Because he has married you, has kept you at home, he's going to take care of you. If you are below 18, it is the right of your parents to buy school, to pay your school fees, buy clothes, give you 10,000 naira. That one is right. If you are above 18, you work for either government or private organization to earn your salary is right. So let people understand that. Let people understand not every Nigerian that must get to work with the government. Many don't understand that. Many their belief is once you are graduated, you must work with the government. I don't know if you get. Then it is becoming, okay, it is their rights. After finishing the university or any high institutions, it is their rights to go to government position and work. So if they don't have it, they now say, oh, they have been denied their rights. They will start abusing and saying all sorts of things. But those who take it is a privilege. If I have it, I have it. I don't, I can do other things else. I don't know if you get. This kind of education, it is not being dashed freely to our people. We need educations. Education does not mean that you must go to universities and become say first-class materials, first-class products. Go to. You are talking to somebody. I say, I'm from the University of Oxford. I'm from. It doesn't bother me. Your Oxford University is your own universities. Your language, whatever you are speaking, it is your language. Allow me to communicate in the public where they can understand me, what I said. I stand to be corrected as a human with all sense of limitation and shortcoming. I can be corrected, there's no problem. But what I mean, educations, let people be educated politically, economically, and they believing that Nigeria is your country. Let's have it set by sets. And then let us go back to the class, the older schools. I'll make it compulsory. Every principal, every headmasters at the assembly ground, they should tell Nigerians the right and privileged. To graduate, you are having self enough. Once you are graduated, I think either your country or your family have done a lot for you. Then it's now left for you to use what you learned and actualize it in getting what is expected of you to get, vis-a-vis others to have it from your own ends as well. That's it. But if we continue taking the privilege becomes right, or we'll never get it right. I'm sorry to use that word. But if we not take the position of privilege is a privilege and the right is right, we'll always come to the right directions and move forwards. Direction and move forwards.
It's a good one on that. So it's Nasarawa at 25. We congratulate your state. Of course, the Nigerians out there, our viewers, and we, the prime reporters, we are happy to celebrate with you at Nasarawa in Nasarawa at 25. So I just want to throw a question. It is 25 years of Nasarawa State was created by the military administration of Sani Abacha. Okay, on October 1st, 1998, looking into the Silver Jubilee, what can you say about the state's achievements so far in these 25 years?
The first thing for giving us the states, having different tribes, different religions, different social background, culture in one place geographically called Nasarawa State. I'm proud of. I'm proud to be a Nasarawa indigene. Of course, God knows why I have to be. Has to be there. That's one. Number two, we must appreciate the leaders that we had from day one to the present date. Those who served Nasarawa, either in the military era, or those who served Nasarawa at the democratic era, they all did their best. And we're always improving. Always improving. Number one, the first democratic leader, governors in Nasarawa State, distinguished Senator Abdulmumin, he did his wonderful time. In the era of education, you see what he has done. He did a lot to education. He was the one that created Nasarawa State University. It's one of the most busy and qualified universities within in Nigeria today. Nasarawa State University, renowned university. Number two, the late Ali Ankoi, the blessing memory. He did his wonderful best in areas of rural development. He did well. We have seen the record are all there. Number 3, we have distinguished Senator Tango Almakura. During his time, if you go around to Nasarawa, more especially the city center, the capital, Lapia, you find out that he did a lot in terms of infrastructure, provision of the road access. He was named the architect of the modern Nasarawa based on the developmental things that he put in place. Then to cap it all, we later have an engineer of modern Nasarawa instead of an architect. Of an architect, architect will do the designs, and the engineer will come and translate the designs into reality so that it can function for people to dwell on it. Good of 18. Nasarawa has 25. We give thanks to God. Somebody will tell you Nasarawa and Gombe State were given the same dates, the same time. Look at the achievement in Gombe compared to achievement in Nasarawa. I don't know. People don't understand what is called achievement in the right directions. The perspective you are looking at something as achievement and the other one that is looking at achievement might not tend to be the same. In as much as Gombe State will have Federal Medical Center in the state capital, have the university in the state capital, all in the state capital, airport in the state capital, everything in the state capital. I don't even understand my point. There is going to be a concentration of activities in the state center. So when you come to the center, you see busy. This state has become so. But if you look at Nasarawa State now, it's fighting a lot of things. So in Nasarawa local government, so in Kefi, so in Akwanga, so you understand? Separating the whole, some of these institutions across the state. You find out that every side of Nasarawa has a sense of belonging. So Nasarawa as 25 cannot be discussed and ends without taking little parts of our present governor. That is a governor that we call engineer of a modern Nasarawa today, exceeding all expectations. Of course, he indeed is exceeding all expectations. We cannot say exceeded because he's still on the throne. But he is exceeding. All expectation you think of, he is exceeding. We are blessed to have a leader like him. Number 1, in terms of security architecture, God has helped him. Let me use the word. God has helped him. He's the man that works in abroad. It's still part of his life in the US. He has seen life a lot. God has helped him. When we had the issue of bandits in my own constituency, in particular, Nasarawa Toto, Dar es Salaam, Boko Haram, would immediately if that man has sensed something in the future coming, he has ranked to Mr. President to solicit for support, military-wise, to help him and flush them out of the state. Well, he did that, and he succeeded. And he didn't stop there. He encouraged Muslims and Christians to keep praying so that Nasarawa State could be a very skilled state in terms of security-wise. And he encourages the vigilantes at all levels. Whenever you come across anything that's worth alarming, you should be able to come out and tell the relevant authority, like police, so as to make sure things will be in the right direction. That's one aspect of him. Today, in Nasarawa State, you can come in and invest and do the native. A lot of things you can do in Nasarawa. You travel in the night in Nasarawa much freely. God knows there's this road from Benue, from the east, linking Benue State, Waito Bridge, coming down to your city, Abuja. Anytime, any moment, you see motorists, people are passing by. And that's as a result of the good security architecture that we have from the man. That's one aspect. Number two, the economic aspect. Demand makes it so good that he has made a program to attract investors. So far, so good. Big investors in the country have come into Nasarawa and invest in Nasarawa because of his attitude, because of his leadership style. One, he makes sure they have a skilled environment. That's why they are coming in. Taking advantage of the gateway of the FCT, he has called in investors so much that come in. And then these investors, as they are coming in, they are not getting to Nasarawa and invest alone and start going back. We will benefit from so many things. Number one of it is employment opportunity. Well, whoever comes in as an investor, let me take one or two, three. Number one, Dangote, sugar. They will give out employment of not less than 30-something thousand people, which is a plus to the states. Go to Asma's farm, many dimensions. So in the area of investments, the man has made it so good that it is not today that some of us will see the outcome of it or will enjoy the fruit of that level, but tomorrow. Definitely the man is in the right course. All is an achievement of Nasarawa 25. When you go back to the era of the era of infrastructural provisions, the style he's taking, he's trying to link all the rural area to the urban center so that it will be easier for farmers to access, also to bring in their farm products into the markets without having much change. That alone is an issue that will take a grace of God to see how Nasarawa will move more faster. Few to mention about the engineer Esule as a leader of Nasarawa. I can't sit down and start mentioning the achievement, blah, 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 blah. I bet you I will give you 1 hour. I was opportune to listen to him on the 1st October, giving out the achievement of his first what do I call it? Predecessors. And when he comes to his own, he will ask you how many, the number of 1 hour plus. He was talking as if it's been recorded, telling us his achievement, he did this, and of course, all are visible. Concrete, you can see and you can touch it. The man, he has restructured civil service in Nasarawa today. No more percentage in salary earning. And those who are taking, retirees that are taking their pensions, they are taking a revenue. I'm going to be sending so hundreds of millions in every month. Make sure whoever is owing at 2003 should get, he or she, irrespective of political affiliation, religion, or whatever, should be given their rights. 2023. So don't give to anybody at level of 2024. Even if it is your relatives, don't give. That is a sound warning. Settle the 2023, he achieved that. Then the next, settle the 2024, he achieved that. The next, settle the 2025. That's how he keeps doing it sequentially, so as to achieve his own desired goal. The way he's taking it, in few months to come, nobody in Nasarawa will cry of having a little change with the government of Nasarawa, as the terms name, gratuity. And I'm sure whoever is coming at the right and current time, as you are existing, you will be giving your entitlement and get home to enjoy with your family. That's the kind of leadership we have in Nasarawa City. That's why Nasarawa 25 is a great deal. We hope and we pray those who are coming to take over from him after 2027, if all were alive, they should stand firmly and do the native, copy from him, and keep aligning with him. If all things being equal, he's alive, you should align with him and continue with the tapping from his experience and continue doing the good work of Nasarawa, the good work for Nasarawa and the Nasarawa State indigenous.